He lives in you. Hey, 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 hey. Howard, are you a musical guy? Like, do you like going to musicals or theater? Because the Lion King musical, to this day, I would say, one of the best musicals I ever got to witness. The Lion King musical is just fantastic, and I like listening to music online. Never been much of a physical going out guy. Gotcha. There's another musical that I haven't watched in years. It's called Stomp, where because I only have really niche tastes like nerdcore stuff and some comedy musicals. Gotcha. There's another musical called Stomp where they use everyday objects to make a beat, and they don't say anything. They don't sing. They don't talk. They just make grunts, or just to go like, "Hey." That's all they do. But they just use whatever is around. Like the whole set is like, it's like a chunk pile, and they just grab stuff from it and just make a beat out of it and music. And yeah, it's been a while since I watched that show. It's been a couple of years. Eater of Dreams. Don't eat my dreams. What did I dream today? I had a wild dream. I remember that, but what was it again? I know I had one dream yesterday where I was doing some shit, and then I fell asleep, and I woke up on the tip of a mountain. Texted my cousin and be like, "Hey, I saw you come. You're close to my place. Want to hang out?" And then he was like saying like, "Hey, wherever is this? Stop kidding around." And for some reason, from my family's perspective, I was gone for 7 years. Like they thought I was like dead. But then I just showed up, and from the looks of it, I didn't age either. So like some weird like time wobbly happened where I didn't age, but they did, and for me like only like a night passed, and for them 7 years passed. So yeah, that was like yesterday's dream. But I also dreamt something today that was pretty intense, but I forgot. Level 2, 1706 classified. Object class Euclid. SCP-1706 is to be kept at Site 441. That sounds real. It was a wild one, yeah. Is to be kept at Site 441 in a storage chamber unless being tested. Site 441 has been specifically constructed to house SCP-1706. On-site staff are to number no fewer than 6 at a time. As on-site personnel have no request, transference, and or leave, there is currently no need to maintain personnel on standby. Class D personnel are to be present on site due to safety concerns. Personnel remaining on site are subject to weekly examination to ensure consistency in respective fields of study, and personnel suffering significant discrepancies are to be administered amnestics as necessary and reassigned for a period of 6 to 22 months. Additionally, the Site 441 cafeteria is to be stocked with nutritional vitamins and supplements and pre-cooked meals to maintain health and irregular eating habits for all personnel. SCP-1706 is a DVD of an unaired pilot episode of a science fiction show entitled Eater of Dreams, filmed at an unknown date between 1987 and 1991, and transferred onto DVD from another medium. VHS. Certain actors appeared in the production have been contacted by the Foundation personnel and confirmed the veracity of the footage shown to them. However, due to the low budget of the production and disorganized filming schedule, few could account for details regarding the show's plot. Know the identity of much of the... I forgot to... Know the identity of much of the crew members present during filming. The episode follows a group of 7 people living in a single apartment complex in New York City. In the midst of an unspecified city-wide crisis, the individuals interact with a variety of civilian and government officials and military personnel, asking questions regarding a group of individuals called Eaters, who were described as being vampiric and cannibalistic, leaving others around them apparently confused, listless and lethargic. It is not specified how this is achieved. A major plot point appears to be how the Eaters are able to gain access to restricted areas and individuals over the course of the episode. Several people unrelated to the 7 protagonists appear on the screen, and sometimes... Over the course of the episode, several people unrelated to the 7 protagonists appear on screen, sometimes in various stages of undress, interacting with others in the background while never being acknowledged by the individuals they interact with. The episode concludes with one of the original 7 individuals addressing the camera, delivering a rambling, incoherent monologue directly addressing the viewers. Contents of monologue are logged below. SCP-1706 itself causes a series of mental effects on all sapient beings with a minimum 2 meter radius, often manifesting in the form of physical alteration to individual brain chemistry. These effects appear to have been triggered upon initial playback of SCP-1706 between the 4/15th and 6/30th 2000 prior containment. In the absence of individual within its vicinity, SCP-1706 appear... What's happening? SCP-1706 area of effect expands. While the effects have varied from person to person, distinct patterns have emerged in much of the affected individuals. The effect begins to subside following a period of 4 days of non-exposure to SCP-1706. It's so better than last season of Game of Thrones. Ouch. Ouch. 62% of those exposed experience alteration in memory and knowledge of their surrounding, including misunderstanding of previously well understood slang, incorrect recollection of recent historical events, and selective loss of memory, experiences and learned skills. In rare cases, these can be partly or completely replaced by previously unknown skills and experiences, along with corresponding memory of the individuals having learned, studied, or acquired said skill and or experiences. That sounds pretty much like every person on Twitter and Facebook. 11% of those exposed experiences sudden mood disorders, often characterized by inappropriate emotions. Well, that's definitely true. That's more Reddit. For example, an individual may experience revulsion at the idea of caring for a physical ill loved one, or find humor in description of graphic sexual violence. That's Reddit. 9% of those exposed exhibit symptoms of catatonic schizophrenia, marked largely by a sharp decline in physical activity during off hours. Would say that's YouTube, perhaps. And 8% of those exposed report no unusual effects. Despite this, the affected individuals have been reported by others as having been substantially changed or altered by SCP-1706. Similar reports of unease and wrongness with the individuals have been reported by off-site personnel. This effect subsides following non-exposure. Transcript of monologue delivered by character Rick. Note, as the character Rick speaks, the camera briefly pans over the group of between 30 and 40 people standing motionless along a sidewalk. The Eaters are seen avoiding the camera as it pans across them. I think. Funny. How you think? I think it's pretty obvious who the real dreamers are here. It's pleasure, indeed, yeah? When you can do it, when you want to do something, you do it. You could do things, but will you do them? What's the motivation? Do you want it? Do you need it? Animals need. If animals have free food, no goals, not a care in the world, they probably stand around all day twitching. You don't get a party for doing just enough. Needs nothing. wants nothing. I don't like that. Achievements are like drugs. What kind of example is that? What you want and what you desire can always be the same thing. It doesn't stop them though. The dreams are like drugs. Dreams are tasty too. I had my fill if I could too. They're delicate dreams, of course. I'm not hungry either, fella. Not yet. It's gotta go somewhere until then. Didn't you ever want to be a rock star? A firenaut? A police officer? Hope that they live next door to you? Maybe they'll let you be one for a day. It smells. It looks and tastes and feels and isn't. Why does it hurt if it's supposed to be good for you? There's no God but God, and God is a God of rigidity, structure, routine, religion, pharmaceuticals, poultry, myth, and might. Necessity. There's a God you can eat. I think it's pretty obvious who's the real dreamer, who the real dreamers are here. How do you eat God? Does it taste good? Does it smell? Does it feel squishy? Is it? Or isn't it? Dreams. It's not the same without them, but we can get through this together, me and all of you. Tune in for next week. Man, I normally sure love to crave weird television shows. Yeah, right? There's a lot of anomalies with television shows out there. Incident A. On 11/14/2014, Site 441 failed to respond to routine security check with site at 3:26. Site security remotely accessed site 441 surveillance system. Video showed on-site personnel largely immobile or otherwise unresponsive to the surrounding. In some cases, engaging in repetitive actions such as arranging papers, stalking and restocking offices, and gesticulating in the cafeteria and restrooms. Additionally, unknown figures were observed entering Site 441, breaching containment. The individuals numbered between 4 and 7, both male and female, and appeared to follow set paths through the building, culminating in SCP-1706 containment area before exiting. Follow-up interviews indicate personnel were unaware of such occurrences. Security reported no unusual activity during the incident, although they could not account for the failure to respond to the routine check, nor the presence of non-essential personnel awake during off hours. Review of prior security footage indicate that this event has repeated itself on a nightly basis despite routine security checks. On-site security have addressed the issue following reviews and updated security check-ins from site. No further containment breaches have occurred as of 2000. Information regarding the actions taken is restricted to personnel assigned to SCP-1706. Personnel have not requested medical attention and or time off due to sleep deprivation. Addendum. Remote access of Site 441 surveillance systems confirmed the absence of unauthorized individuals but have seen no change in the behavior of on-site personnel. Personnel have been interviewed on the continuing occurrence and can fully account to the events, indicating no loss of consciousness or awareness during these events. Medical evaluation have shown no signs of insomnia, sleep apnea, and negligible levels of fatigue, stress, and anxiety. Contacting Site 441 personnel during these occurrences is successful in ending them, but has not been successful in preventing future occurrences. I completely realized a missed opportunity to just, as I was doing the whole like voice thing for the like, hey, do you want to eat God? I should have thrown in just one quick bitch, just like Freddy Krueger does, because this does sound like a Freddy Krueger type, like, hey, what do you say? You wanna eat God, bitch? You know what I mean? Well, it worked out. Would have been perfect. Would have been perfect moment to use it.